Good afternoon, good evening. It's meteorologist Michael Fecka. We are here again for another weather update with our streaming show we do here every night at 9 p.m. We stream it at Monday through Friday and on the weekends, and we stream it out to all of our streaming platforms. So if you are watching us from YouTube or Facebook, please feel free to leave us a question or a comment. Hopefully I'll be able to address it as I go through the forecast, but if not, I'll go through at the very end and see if I can address anything individually for you. But let's get started here, and first things first, we have gone ahead and canceled that alert day for tomorrow. We're still expecting some wind, some gusty winds and some rainfall, maybe even a few embedded cracks of thunder, but in terms of the severe weather threat, that has reduced greatly over the course of today. We had the SPC remove that marginal risk earlier, and then a lot of the models are coming in a lot less humid and a lot less unstable than what they were showing previously. So that kind of limits the severe weather threat that we have, but we are still expecting windy day, a lot of rainfall, and still maybe even a few embedded storms. Just that severe likelihood has drastically reduced. And behind this front, we're going to have a brief cool down for Friday before we start to warm back up towards the weekend. But let's break down the setup currently across the U.S. We've got high pressure anchored off to our south and to our east. Then we've got this area of low pressure now that's barreling through the northern plains, which is lifting a warm front across the tri-state this evening, which is why we've actually warmed up so nicely earlier today. We topped out mostly in the mid to upper 50s for our highs. Now, looking at our radar, not seeing anything here within the tri-state yet. We're staying dry out there this evening, but we could still catch a few of those stray showers as we get later on into the night, mainly after midnight and into early tomorrow morning. But looking at our temperatures right now, still fairly balmy. 51 degrees in Evansville, same thing in Henderson and Huntingburg, 53 in Madisonville, sitting at around 50 in Owensboro. Very mild compared to the last couple of nights we've had, especially over the weekend where temperatures were down in the single digits overnight. So a very welcomed relief from that. Temperatures tonight will only drop down by a few more degrees, likely into the upper 50s to right around, upper 40s to right around 50 degrees. And then as we head into tomorrow, again, very windy, especially before the rain moves through. We'll have gusts possibly anywhere between 30 to 40 miles per hour out of the south. And then ahead of that cold front, we'll have a few showers, but that main line of heavier rain and a few embedded thunderstorms will move in through the afternoon. So here's a look at that severe risk for tomorrow. You'll notice that we're just outlooked here for the general risk of thunderstorms. As I mentioned, the Storm Prediction Center has removed that marginal risk that they had put on yesterday. So the severe weather threat extremely limited at this point in time, but you can't rule out that chance for at least a few cracks of thunder embedded within the rainfall. So let me show you what that looks like going through the rest of the night. Here we'll see an increase in cloud cover, a few spotty showers mainly after midnight, but the real rain doesn't begin to move in until tomorrow morning. Those spotty showers will increase in coverage a little bit through the late morning, early afternoon, and then that main line of showers and even a few thunderstorms begins to move through during the afternoon there and clears out of here by around 7:30 tomorrow night. So that'll be off to our east, and then as that front clears, we'll have some cooler air working in from the northwest that could kick up an additional shower or two later on in the night, with even the chance for a few flurries on the back side of it. Not expecting any accumulation, but just goes to show what a difference in temperature this front will make between tomorrow and into Friday morning. In terms of rainfall amounts, we're expecting anywhere between a half an inch all the way up to 3/4 of an inch possible across the tri-state. So not too worried about flooding, but of course, still some heavier rainfall moving through. And here's a look at our wind gust forecast through Thursday. Again, gusts anywhere between 30 up to 40 miles per hour will be possible, especially right out ahead of that front is when it's going to be the windiest. Now, looking ahead at our precipitation chances here beyond Thursday, it looks like we dry out nicely here into the weekend, and it looks like our next best chance for rain doesn't arrive until the start of next week. So let me take you through the longer range European models here to show you what happens through the weekend. High pressure remains off to our southeast. That continues that southerly flow that continues to warm us up as we head to the weekend. Now, we do have another front that's going to try and pass overhead Saturday into Saturday afternoon, but it looks like it's a pretty dry front, not much moisture associated with it, so that may increase our cloud cover a little bit, but we shouldn't have any precipitation. And then high pressure builds in through the day on Sunday, so that'll keep us nice and quiet out there. And then our next best chance for some showers moves in Monday night and into Tuesday as our high slips off to the east. Now, with that high pressure system remaining mostly off to our south and to our east, that is going to allow our temperatures to continue to warm up, not just in the week ahead, but through the end of the month here. It looks like we're expected to remain above average in terms of our temperatures. So there's a look at your temperature trend, at least through the next 7 days. It is going to go on a little bit of a roller coaster ride. We're going to be topping out well above average tomorrow, back below average on Friday, with temperatures only topping out in the mid-30s, and then back up to nearly 60 degrees for Saturday before we start to see maybe a few more temperatures in the 40s there Sunday and Monday, and then possibly again close to 60 degrees by the time we get into Christmas Eve. And looking ahead to Christmas, it's expected to remain very warm there through that time period. We could be looking at temperatures well into the 60s for Christmas Day as well. So if you are or we're hoping for a white Christmas, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to have too much luck with that this time around, with those temperatures expected to be so warm, and we're not expecting really any accumulating snowfall here through the end of the month. So not very a festive look for us, but again, let me take you through the 7 days here. And again, we aren't on alert tomorrow anymore. That alert day has been canceled. So that's good news. We're still expecting some gustier winds and some rainfall to move through, but the severe weather threat kind of diminished at this point. And we'll be clear out there for Friday, but it will be cooler, 36 degrees. And then we've got some general cloud cover moving through over the weekend with that dry front passing overhead on Saturday. And then it looks like a chance for a few more showers Monday night. Into Tuesday will bring us our next chance of rain. So that is all I've got here for the forecast. Let me go ahead and check out some of the comments. I'll take that full screen while we wait. Looks like we've got Laura Gray. She is watching from Dawson Springs. Hillary is saying hello. Hello, Hillary. Paula says good evening. What is it going to look like for Christmas? Yvonne asked. Well, hopefully I just showed you. It's going to be pretty warm out there. In terms of the actual weather that day, I can't really tell you if it's going to be sunny or dry or cloudy, but it does look like we're going to be pretty warm out there. So you can expect to not have to break out the sweatshirts and sweatpants for Christmas Day. Cheyenne says good evening, and Mary Sharp says good evening. So that's all I'm seeing here in the comments. So I'm going to hop off the live stream. I'll send you guys over to 14 News at 10 for all the latest news and weather headlines. Until then, everybody stay safe and have a great rest of your night.